Hello students, welcome to my channel Score High SST. In this video we will discuss about chapter number 1 of Geography class 10th Resources and Development. In this chapter we will study about what are resources, type of resources, resources planning in India, land resources and land use, soil types and conservation. इस चैप्टर में हम रिसोर्सेज क्या होते हैं वो पढ़ेंगे, रिसोर्सेज के टाइप, रिसोर्स को प्लानिंग कैसे करते हैं, लैंड के रिसोर्सेज क्या क्या हैं, कैसे लैंड को यूज़ करेंगे, सॉइल के टाइप्स एंड कंजर्वेशन. सो नाउ लेट्स बिगिन विद चैप्टर व्हाट आर रिसोर्सेज. रिसोर्सेज क्या होते हैं? अ रिसोर्सेज इज़ एनीथिंग दैट कैन बी यूज टू सेटिस्फाई ह्यूमन नीड्स. रिसोर्सेज क्या होते हैं? कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जो ह्यूमंस की नीड को क्या करती है, सेटिस्फाई, प्रोवाइडेड इट इज़ टेक्नोलॉजिकली एक्सेसिबल, इकोनॉमिकली फिजिबल एंड कल्चरली एक्सेप्टेबल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वाटर, कॉल, फॉरेस्ट एट्सेट्रा. लाइक एनीथिंग विच इज़ able to satisfy our human needs are called resources. This is very important term to know what is resources in development. Resources is something that satisfy human needs, but through resources we can develop by increasing resources with quality we can develop, and by quantity we can develop in growth. Classification of resources. Resources can be classified as based on origin, based on exhaustibility, based on ownership, based on status of development. If you want this topic in detail, please let me know in comment section. I'll make whole video for the classification of resources. On the based of origin, biotic and abiotic, based on exhaustibility, renewable and non-renewable, based on ownership, individual, community, national and international, based on status of development, potential, developed, stock and reserve. These are the classification of resources, कि हमारे पास क्या क्या रिसोर्सेज हैं ह्यूमन नीड्स को सेटिस्फाई करने के लिए ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अनदर थिंग्स. रिसोर्स प्लानिंग इन इंडिया. इंडिया में रिसोर्स की प्लानिंग कैसे होती है? रिसोर्स प्लानिंग जो हमारी है वो इसेंशियल है किस चीज़ के लिए? फ्यूचर डेवलपमेंट के लिए और बेटरमेंट ऑफ आर न्यू जनरेशन, नेक्स्ट जनरेशन. सो रिसोर्स प्लानिंग इज़ इसेंशियल फॉर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. Sustainable development means we can use things as a resource and make it contain for our future generation so that they can use in their future without any facing problem. Step involved: identification and inventory of resources, evolving a planning structure, matching resource development plans with overall national development plans. Land resources. Land is natural resource of utmost important because we cannot do anything to have land. Land is natural resource. It is not human made. India has varied relief features like mountains, plateaus, plain and islands. India is blessed with so many natural resources. Land use categories: forest, land not available for cultivation, fallow land. Land degradation. Causes of land degradation: deforestation, overgrazing, mining and quarrying, over irrigation. Measures to control afforestation, proper management of grazing. Soil as a resource. Soil is the topmost layer of the earth and supports plant growth. And soil is important element also. Major soil types in India: alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil and arid soil. Soil erosion and conservation. Causes of erosion: water and wind erosion, human activities. Method of conservation: terrace farming, contour plugging, shelter belts, strip cropping. These are the methods of conservation to prevent from erosion. Important diagrams or flowchart map of this chapter which are necessary to know for your board exams. Flowchart: classification of resources. Map: land use pattern in India. What are the classification of resources we read before? This. Classification of resources. Resources can be classified as based on origin, exhaustibility, ownership, and status of development. So, map: land use pattern in India. For this chapter, important map is land use pattern in India, which is given in your NCERT books. Soil types on Indian map. We have read now soil types. Soil as resources: alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil, arid soil. Important questions of this chapter. What is resource planning? Why is it essential? Resource planning करते कैसे हैं और क्यों important है? Explain the classification of resources. Write a note on types of soils in India. Mention causes and measures of land degradation. Describe land use patterns in India. I am making short videos so that you can firstly make interest about the chapters, what is in the chapter, so that you can know about what you have to read in the chapter. After this short term videos, I'll make whole descriptive videos of all the chapters one by one. So please like, share, subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe for more such content.